Hello, hello. It is beautiful out. And I wasn't gonna fly today, but it's so nice out, it's so warm, and it's not gonna be nice for like the next 4 or 5 days. I thought it'd just be criminal not to get my butt up in the air. So, let's do this. Oh, I have a topic picked out for talking. They're gonna talk about what it's like to get older. Got my paramotor set up, got my wing set up. Gonna get this thing started and we'll go flying. All right, should be all warmed up and ready to hook in. Make sure I love my lines. No wind, full tank of gas, uphill launch. This is not a beginner's launch, but I think I'm intermediate now. Here we go. Man, that sucked. So here's what happened. I touched my camera to see if it got pointed in the wrong direction during takeoff. Because, you know, things happen. It could get bumped or something. And when I touched the camera, I know I touched the recording button. I don't know if I turned it off, but I know that I touched it. So I touched it again. And now all I know is that I touched it twice. I don't know if I turned it off and on. I don't know if I didn't turn it off and on either time. But I just don't know if I'm recording. So I took my helmet off to look at my camera. I have never done that in flight before. It seems like a pretty common thing. A lot of people take their helmet off and, I don't know, look at themselves or talk to their camera or whatever while they're flying. Like people who make videos like mine. But is the first time I had taken my helmet off, and it took me like, shucks, I don't know, 3 minutes, 5 minutes to get it back on, because the damn chin strap was blowing in the wind, and somehow I couldn't find it. And I'm wearing winter gloves, which just hurts the whole situation. I'm happy to have my helmet back on. I wonder if that's a RC racetrack. Shout out to Cat Gun if it is. So, let's talk about getting older. I thought I'd lead with the emotional stuff and then flip over to the physical stuff, which I think is what most people think about when they getting older. You know, the bones creaking and whatnot. For reference, I'm 43, almost 44. My birthday's in February. February 19th, if you're inclined to send me a birthday present, that's fine. I accept them. But let's be serious. The emotional stuff on getting older. One thing I found that I think is super interesting is that your sense of self doesn't really change. You know, it must change. There's a reason that when a guy is like 55 and a woman is 25, they don't share like the same kind of emotional bond. They're in different places in their life. I think the 55-year-old looks at her and thinks, yeah, you know, like, sometimes she's too silly, sometimes she just doesn't get it or worries too much about this or that. In your head, though, it doesn't feel like that. In my head, I feel like the same guy I was when I was 17. I'm constantly cracking jokes about the enormous or minuscule size of my penis. I don't know, I'm just quick to have fun and make fun, which is to me a big part of like what youth is, right? Old is curmudgeon-y and yucky. Old is, I don't know, disinterested in things that are pleasurable. That to me is part of what old is about. But in my head, gosh, you know, I'm the same goof off I was when I was 17. I'm flying around in a paramotor right now, currently talking to my wife about buying a motorcycle, which no one seems to think is a good idea but me. But that to me is youthful stuff. Hell, I had the same passion for a motorcycle when I was 17, which was the age I was when I got my first one. So, like, on the inside, I'm the same goofus. Nothing's changed, right? Only on the outside have things changed. The thing is, I know in my heart that things have changed. I know that, believe it or not, I'm actually more resistant to what other people think than I was as a younger man. I have an easier time dealing with stressful situations, or I don't know. A lot of stuff just rolls off my back a little more than it used to. And I think that comes with age. There's a certain wisdom to having been there, done that, that helps you keep things in perspective. And I definitely need to prioritize clearing this power line. Let's do that. I don't know why I look both ways before I cross the road. Anyway, yeah, age has brought a certain sense of calm to me compared to me at like in my 20s or 30s. And that's nice. It's definitely reflected in my driving. When I was 20, you know, 20, like early 20s, I literally considered it a competition. Every red light, I was in this imaginary race to get to the center point before the other guy. Let me get some altitude. Now when I drive, it's not such a competition. It's more of a like global same team kind of thing. We're all just trying to get where we're going without getting into an accident, right? That's the goal. It's not that I'm slow. I tend to set my cruise control for like between 3 over and 9 over, depending on the situation. So, you know, I'm not poking around, slowing people down really. I'm just chill. I'm just not worried about it. And if I see somebody make a mistake, I'm not looking to like crucify him or hate him. Got bumps. I just sort of recognize like, yeah, I've probably made that mistake too. Let it go. Don't be a dick. So everybody talks about the trade-offs of getting old. They focus on the downside, you know, the sickly part, or the, I'm really blowing around. The sickly part, or the, you know, the bokes, the slow healing, things like that. But they kind of forget the emotional piece that comes with it. For all the bummers of aging and the things that it brings some cool stuff too. So, you know, like, I ask you, who I imagine to be like 21 years old, are you stressed? Are you depressed? You know, those are problems that I really associate with being in your mid-40s. By the time you hit your mid-40s, you've got it in perspective. And, you know, you're kind of going along, getting along. You see where you are, and you're okay with it. That's my take on the emotional side. You still have this inner sense of goofball, joking about penis size, but you get to ditch some of that teenaged angst, which for me somehow lasted into my 20s or maybe even early 30s. I will say the caveat before I go to the physical stuff, that I am making this commentary is kind of financially successful while doing my favorite thing in the world, flying around on a paramotor. So it maybe gives a rosy perspective on the emotional side because I'm just in a really good mood. But let's talk about the physical stuff. I'm gonna get some altitude because you see these power lines? I don't know how the camera picks them up, but in real life sometimes they can be flat out invisible. Like I can see them over here, but over here I really don't. You just have to pick out the towers or know about them. And I feel like I haven't scouted this area properly. Hey cows, to bulls, I don't know, probably cows because there's a lot of them. To fly low and know that I'll be safe. So I'm gonna get up. All right, the physical stuff. I remember the first physical thing I noticed about getting older was how long I was sore and how long it took to how long it took to heal a sprained ankle. When I was like 17, I'd be at like full body soreness, right? To the point where I'm practically handicapped, like a disabled thing. Couldn't do a push-up if I had to. And then 2 days later, that soreness is gone. When you're 40, it might take 2 days to get the onset of full soreness. I'm 43, I didn't mean to lie. And it might be like 7 days or 9 days before the soreness is completely gone. I remember I was like 32 maybe, 35, playing ice hockey. And I was talking to this goalie. The goalie was older, he was like 48. And I was talking about how, you know, it took longer, like almost all week for me to heal and get better. And he says, you know, wait till you're my age. It gets cumulative. You know, you get hurt in game 2 and you just carry that through game 4. Like they just keep adding up. That's a bummer. Sprained ankles. It used to be I'd roll my ankle as a teenager and it seemed like, you know, a couple days later and your ankle's not sore anymore. Now it's like a couple weeks later. You know, you roll your ankle and for 2 weeks, you got to kind of go easy on it. Let it get better. Another thing about aging is like when you're not doing sports, when you're not doing athletic stuff, you don't realize that the athletic things you can do are just being taken from you. Like you don't know. My favorite example is a front handspring. When I was young, I could do a front handspring. As a matter of fact, I could do a lot of front handsprings. I don't know, 17, 20 in a row. Like I could pretty much just do front handsprings until I ran out of space. It's not that big a deal. A lot of people can do them. And I wasn't one of those amazing people that like, I don't know, could do it at like as faster than you could run. But I could do front handsprings. I was athletic. And now I can't. I don't know when that happened. I don't know. But if I tried to do a front handspring right now, I wouldn't make it all the way around. Because, like, unbeknownst to you, this stuff just kind of disappears. Some stuff you can still do and some stuff you can't. A few years ago, I saw a rope that was like 50 feet in the air. And I thought, you know, I used to be awesome at climbing ropes. I wonder if I'm awesome at climbing ropes right now. I was! Who knew? I could still climb ropes, like, better than most people you know. And that is the exact moment my battery died. So, like, I was thinking about, like, how do I end this video, you know? Like, it just...
So he called in the big gun.
I need to put a period on the end of the sentence, you know? I have to finish my thought.
You were saying that you could climb a rope. Can you still climb that rope?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that...
When did you climb that rope last?
It was, Kyle brought me to this, like, shooting range thing.
When?
Let's call it 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say you can still climb the rope.
Nice and loud, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you say you can still climb the rope.
I think I can.
Okay.
All right, so aging, the physical side of it, because that's kind of where I didn't wrap up. Do you have any thoughts you want to add?
Oh, I feel like I'm falling apart.
Okay.
Decorating for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Hurt my back. Just
That's not strenuous activity?
Bending over and trying to like make the lights and the garland work. No, not a strenuous thing.
I've been hauling firewood because we have.
Oh, I did that too.
Yeah, and it seemed like a little creek right here needs a few days off. It I don't know. It's like I try to stay pretty active. I feel like I'm more active than most people in my peer group, and somehow I don't know. There's always more.
I feel like I'm supposed to be doing more sit-ups. Like
you think?
Yeah, if my core was stronger, then I wouldn't have a backache.
You know what the recording cut off? The Battle of the Bulge. I feel like when I was, say, 29, if I did nothing, I was still pretty fit, you know?
Right.
Now, I actively tell myself no. I deny myself cool stuff all the time.
Really? Cool stuff disappears all the time.
She's a liar.
I'm not. We all know that cool stuff disappears all the time.
Like, you know, whether it be brownies or cookies, I just feel like at 29, you could eat pizza. I don't remember the last time I had pizza. Probably a couple months ago when Jackie wasn't here.
Right.
But pizza was something I'd have, I don't know, every week or so. I don't know. And it...
What? Were you weren't with me when you had pizza all the time.
Right. So,
okay.
Anyway... I could eat worse stuff when I was younger, and it didn't seem to accumulate. She's like knocking me here, like I'm lying to you guys.
No. We weren't together when you were eating pizza all the time. Because pizza's not your favorite thing.
No, it's not.
So,
but
they put Taco Bell at our college, and I had that all the time, and I was
she weighed
thin.
nothing.
And if I had Taco Bell every day. Oh my God!
It wasn't a problem. Yeah, but today if you would do that, and like I saw, I think it was Taylor on PKA was like, that whole slowdown in metabolism is a myth. That's not really true. I don't know what the truth is, but I do know this. Every society, everywhere, across all of time and all of Earth, old people get fat.
Wait.
If
so
I were to
how
go
old is
to
Taylor?
25. Wait,
what the hell does he know?
Exactly.
He's saying that he's not going to
If I were to find some indigenous tribe in Brazil that had never been exposed to like the modern world, and I point to the old people, they'll be fat, right? The young guys will look like Olympians, and the old guys will not. If you go to Japan or China, like what is your image of an old Asian woman, right?
He doesn't.
She's chubby. That is just like, there must be some reason that in every culture, in every time period, an old guy in Rome is fat under that robe, right? That's...
Well, I feel like everybody has their, looking great and looking terrible moments. And
you look great.
Thank you, honey. I thank my hairdresser for that. How about the vision thing?
Oh,
we can't see anything anymore. I don't know what happened.
I hate the vision thing. It's actually frightening to me. So
it's frightening to me because I'm the passenger.
I feel like at distance, I'm fine-ish because I don't need the detail. Like I can read signs far enough away. I certainly see cars and this and
thank
that.
God for GPS screaming at us. Turn.
But it is undeniable that my vision's dropped, and I think I'm gonna get a bigger, oh my God, I think I just dropped an N-bomb. I think I'm going to get a bigger iPhone next time around. When I get an iPhone 8, I'll get like an 8 Plus or something.
Really?
So I can read it.
Why don't you make the print bigger?
That sucks.
Oh, okay.
So,
I didn't know. But, I forgot what I was going to say. See, I can't remember anything anymore. We're getting old.
I need glasses to see. Wow.
You look so handsome.
This looks so much better. I can see it. I wear glasses like if I'm going to go to a restaurant, I know I'll be reading my phone or something. My vision is deteriorating.
Remember
and that really
when
stinks.
you said that you liked not being able to see clear?
Yeah, I used
Everything
to.
had like a nice little fuzzy hue.
Yeah, I went to the eye doctor and she got me, this is a prescription 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And I was like, I don't really like this as much. I like Woody vision. I like it when the whole world has soft edges and such. It has gone too far. It has gone too far.
No more.
No more. It's not even. Woody Vision at 30 was a rosy, nice place to exist. Woody Vision at 43 is a little confusing. I'm lacking detail.
You can't find anything in the fridge.
Right.
Or the pantry.
I think that's something different.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, on the physical side, like the vision. Oh, and you know what? Another thing that really sucks.
Memory.
Probably, but I was gonna say the circle of people in your life are older and sicker. So what hasn't happened to me yet is I haven't gotten sick. Really,
Oh God, what are you? Where is the salt?
Oh Jesus!
God, he's totally just asking for trouble.
That's not a thing I've observed personally, but people in our life are sick. Like our whole
Well, everybody's getting older.
Our circle.
And everybody is having their ups and downs. But go back to your physical stuff. You are falling asleep earlier in the day.
Yeah, my sleep schedule's a mess.
I was exhausted last night. Mm-hmm. Like falling asleep on the couch at 8 p.m. What? I mean, maybe I would have been up till 10, but...
In fairness, that living room is so warm and cozy.
Oh, yeah. Tires roaring.
Oh, yeah. It's Mr. Sandman in there.
Dogs are all on top of you. It's like laying on you, keeping you warm. It is definitely conducive to napping, but...
Yeah, but that is a thing. Like, I feel like as you get older, it used to, like, now a comfy chair and a little nap, very attractive. That's a good way to spend your afternoon, baby.
I was just like, wait, paramotoring or a comfy chair?
Paramotor probably. Yeah.
I don't know.
I try to get out when the weather's good, but I don't know.
I can't believe our kids are so old.
Yes. Yeah.
Hope's going to college next year. What? No, I'm too young for Hope to go to college.
No, I've got a whole nother video planned on what it's like to raise kids, but
let's just say they're older, and I'm not okay with that. I saw this beautiful little baby in the store, and she was so adorable, and it's like, oh, I remember when Hope was.
You want to have more kids?
College. No, I wanted our kids to be us to be younger, and our kids to be younger, and actually have the knowledge we had now.
That's not a choice.
No. You can't go back in time. Unless someone has invented it, but I don't know.
If they have, they haven't told us. So yeah. I don't know. Is there more to add to this what it's like to get older thing? I feel like we've covered...
Well, you covered on your video, you're talking about your own emotional state and you don't get upset about things, which he's lying. He does. That made me chuckle.
I'm better. I'm just not perfect.
Oh, he says that. I just don't know if I believe that.
I believed it when I said it.
I'm sure you did. You were flying high. I don't know. Like, there's the emotional. There's kind of being more comfortable with, like, who you are and who you've grown into. And it's like, okay, this is it.
That was part of the emotional state thing.
Like, this is
it.
See,
she's agreeing with me. Yeah, it's like...
Well, you still get upset about things, but it's like, okay, this is who we are. This is what we're going to look like.
This is what you... Yeah,
this is what you get.
You deal with it. You don't like it? Then you're out.
Yeah.
So...
I do say sometimes look in the mirror and go, oh, there you are. That young face I used to have, but that's only some days. I know, you still love me.
I'd hit it. So, let's wrap up on that.
You want to? Okay.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now time for my awesome outro.
Multi-million-dollar deals, got $1 million deal. When I was younger, I would wonder how $1 million feel. And for real, it feel like I ain't even broke a seal. Cause when you drop hits, they want you to pick up the bill. Now my life is in Maryland, my heart is in Chicago. New York state of mind, but out LA, man, that's where I go. When I need to lay this shit down, so much on my mind, that's the reason I'm spitting now.